What's going on, guys? If you guys enjoy this type of content, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on notifications. It's free and you guys can always change your mind later. Alright, now back to the video. So in honor of Jynxzi reaching 100k subs on Twitch, I think twice now, right? 2 times in a row, which is kind of wild. First of all, I decided to watch his rise to fame and how he got to where he is today. Jynxzi is one of the streamers I watch pretty often. I don't watch streams in general, but he's very entertaining, so I watch him pretty often. So this is actually perfect timing for me. So this is my reaction to Jynxzi's rise to fame. Let's do it.
Oh my god!
This was
2 seconds into the video and my eardrums are already bleeding. Give me 1 second.
the exact moment Jynxzi became the most subscribed streamer on Twitch.
Now listen, if you don't know who he is, you better find out why he's so popular, man.
It seemed like Jynxzi came out of nowhere. Like he snapped his fingers and all of a sudden, he was the new king of Twitch. For most people, this is a dream.
Bro, Jynxzi is wild.
To wake up, play video games, and get stupid rich.
I do social media, right? But I would never want to be on the top. Being on the top is a curse.
But you get paid a lot of money, so is it really a
This
curse?
doesn't come free. It comes with a cost. And for Jynxzi, that cost was higher than most people could ever imagine.
639 hours streamed to an average viewership of 2. That's Jynxzi, man.
While his friend
Wait, is that true? 600... What? 600 hours to 2 people? Alright, let me do the math. What is that in days? That's almost 25... That's more than 25 straight days of just streaming to 2 people. Bro. Hey, that's some inspirational shit, Jynxzi. I'm not gonna lie. That's some inspirational shit. Damn, that might motivate me to make more content or something. Probably not. Because I'm doing this for fun. I don't have the time for it. But yeah, I feel like one of the reasons why Jynxzi is so popular now is because of his personality, right? He's able to go crazy, go wild on streams. He's able to kind of, act like a fool for people to, for entertainment, basically, for people to laugh, for people to watch him. And so, hey, if you're willing to do that, I guess that's the trend now. I feel like Speed also does the same thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop.
years, Jynxzi was alone, night after night, sitting in front of a camera, streaming to almost no one.
Because it's not about the hours that
Hey,
you
that's like
know
my
about.
viewership.
It's about what you do.
It was a dream no one else could see.
Every great thing that you will ever achieve is brick by brick, day by day, night by night.
But the real question is, what exactly did he give up to reach #1? Nicholas
His entire
as we know him
life.
today is Jynxzi was born on September 26th, 2001.
How
in
did they get
Odessa,
this?
Florida.
How did they get these photos of
Chasing
Jynxzi?
street
Unless did he
his
publicly
first
just post them
love was
online,
actually
which is
soccer.
weird.
He played competitively for a local team called Everton FC in Florida.
How did they get this?
And for a while,
That's
that
scary,
was his
dog.
entire world outside of school. As the mid-2010s rolled around, soccer wasn't his only obsession anymore. Like countless teenagers, he was sinking deeper into the world of video games.
Yo, why was his hair like? He actually styled his hair and shit. If you know what he looks like now, you'll know why I made that comment.
It's
Clash Royale.
Game Clash Royale. Nick grinded his way up the ranks, even competing at the semi-pro level under the name It's Nova Nick. But by his junior year, the focus.
Wait, he started with Clash Royale, not Rainbow?
So he created a new account, called it iSweatGames, and for the first time, he hit go live on Twitch.
Hi, what's up, guys?
He's playing Fortnite here.
Just went live 5 seconds ago.
And the timing of this move was perfect, because 2018 was the year live streaming exploded into the mainstream. Fortnite was everywhere, pulling in millions of players and casual viewers. Streamers like Ninja, Tfue, and Daquan were becoming household names. Ninja's collabs with Drake, Travis Scott, and Juju Smith-Schuster made headlines outside of the gaming world, putting Twitch in front of audiences who had never watched a live stream before. And that sudden surge of attention created space for new creators to break through. Now, iSweatGames was short-lived. Nick dropped that username and started fresh as Jynxzi, but starting then gave him a chance to grow with the platform. He just had to follow the usual playbook.
Do you go to school? I graduated high school last year, bro. I'm pursuing a career and becoming a full-time
Yeah, bro, they go to
streamer and
college.
YouTuber.
To become a top 1%
That's
streamer
commitment,
on
though.
Twitch, you
I
really had to
respect
chase
it.
the biggest titles. And at that time, that game was Fortnite.
It's called Fortnite. It's free.
To build an audience, you had
Nick
to be the
K30
first to
looks
start streaming when
young
a new
as fuck.
season rolled out. You had to be the first to show the viewers what was new. Be the first to find the bugs, the Easter eggs, to play the games in ways no one else was. And that's how you'd stand out.
Yo, we need that, my man. Hold on, chat. We need that.
But first, a
Probably
quick
missed
word from our
Daquan, bro.
sponsor.
Is he
My boys
back?
usually
I feel
start
like-
in the gym. And
I think
for
Hamlet
the
is
day,
back,
they
right?
turn
I don't know about
into emails,
Daquan.
Scripts and editing. And the one thing that I never seem to have enough time for is making a meal that actually fits my health goals. That's why I was excited to try Factor. Factor gives you the flexibility to stay active
Are we serious right now?
Average viewers on a good month. And when you compare it to Fortnite's 78.3 million active users each month, it becomes pretty clear. Siege was the wrong game to bet on.
Imagine not playing Rainbow Six Siege.
And yet, Jynxzi stuck with it, because even with all its flaws, Siege was different.
Bro, I started
Its
watching
unique
Jynxzi when he
construction
played
mechanics and
R6,
tactical gameplay
but not
forced
this
players
long
to
ago.
think,
What the hell?
adapt, and strategize in ways that no other mainstream game did.
Damn.
But choosing such an unpopular game came at a price.
They got
I'm
such old
19,
clips of
I'm
him.
pursuing a career becoming a full-time Twitch streamer, full-time YouTuber.
By ignoring the industry's biggest titles, Jynxzi made his uphill battle even steeper. On a platform already stacked against smaller streamers, he was cutting himself off from the easiest route to visibility.
Yeah, he stayed committed to Rainbow, bro.
Fewer and fewer people seem to care about.
We stream every day, most consistent Siege streamer there is, every single day.
For a year straight, Jynxzi streamed Rainbow Six gameplay to an average viewership of just 5. And at times, it pushed him to the brink.
If I could just get 1 follower a day, I would be happy.
With so few people watching.
If I could just get 1 subscriber a day, I'll be happy, guys. Please give me... Honestly, you guys can sub if you guys want to. If you guys enjoy the type of content, go for it. Like I said, I'm doing this as a hobby, so not too serious. But if you guys still want to sub, please sub. Yeah, let's stop this.
Growth, he seriously considered walking away from streaming altogether.
My friends, my teachers, guidance counselor just said like, oh, you're wasting
Oh,
your
look at
time.
his hair.
You're not gonna be a streamer. It's a pipe dream. It's not realistic. That too.
As exhausting as it was, he kept streaming, day after day, doing what he genuinely enjoyed, holding on to the belief that maybe one day it would pay off.
5 viewers, he's grinding. He's on the grind.
As he got better at the game, the Siege community began to tune in. Slowly, 5 average viewers turned into 15. 15 became 50.
You guys are freaking crazy, bro.
And by June, his Twitch following had jumped from just 300 to over 3,000 followers.
Bro, we're at 993 viewers. Can we hit 1,000 viewers, bro?
But in the summer of 2021, he hit a wall, 1,500 average viewers. The reach of Rainbow Six had hit its limit. Despite being one of the most popular players in the space, and even having a personal charm in the game, no one outside of the Rainbow community cared enough to tune into the streams. For almost an entire year, Jynxzi sat there, at 1,500 viewers.
I'm sorry for keep pausing it, but like, I feel like 1,500 viewers on Twitch is still like a pretty big number, right? I don't know how it correlates to like subs and stuff, but like you can make a living off of 1,500 viewers, right? I guess in addition to like ads and sponsorships and things like that, but I don't really know how the streaming world works. I don't know how YouTube works. I don't know how any social media works in terms of revenue, but that's just a hunch. That's just what I feel like. How I feel like it works.
Have a job, but not enough to really live a life. Until one day, he woke up to thousands of new followers. He was confused at first, then checked TikTok. Someone had screen recorded his stream from the day prior and uploaded a short clip to TikTok.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I first heard of Jynxzi and saw his content through TikTok as well, so it works.
And this clip exploded on TikTok, raking in over 17 million views that day. When he started upstream later that day, that ceiling finally moved. Thousands poured in, and Jynxzi's stream peaked at over 4,000 live viewers.
Wow.
It had been almost
Okay, what
3
is going
years
on there?
since he started streaming, and Jynxzi had finally moved up a rung on Twitch's endless ladder.
5,000 viewers already. That is a Jynxzi channel record.
But what no one could have guessed was how quickly he'd shoot towards the top from here. That viral clip was the light bulb moment. If one random highlight could pull thousands to his stream, what would happen if he started posting them himself? So he ramped up the content machine, launching new accounts on TikTok and YouTube, cutting together his rages, his highlights, his crash outs. And he wasn't the only
That's
one.
exactly, yeah,
Every
I
day,
can't
dozens of accounts were pumping
imagine
out Jynxzi's reactions,
smashing my
funnelling
camera.
even more
I'm too poor
viewers
for
straight
that.
to his streams.
We hit 10,000 viewers!
By January of 2023, Jynxzi had cleared over 500,000 followers on Twitch, then 750,000 in March, and just weeks later came the milestone every streamer
God
dreams
damn. I was one of those subs.
1
I
million
was one of those
on
followers.
Twitch.
Before he hit a mill, I was one of them. I feel proud. How many does he have now? Like 5+ mil? I don't really know.
I did it. I'm calling my dad.
And
Oh,
it didn't stop there. Just days later,
I know
the
his dad
subtitle
has been
rocket
supporting it from the
passed
beginning,
giants like
right? So
XQC
that's
and
most of the
Kai
shit.
Cenat. Jynxzi, streaming Rainbow Six Siege, was the #1 subscribed streamer on Twitch.
I remember that too.
Person on Twitch right now, yeah, which is crazy, by the way.
I haven't gotten to watch him yet, but his TikTok seemed pretty funny.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
By September, Jynxzi was averaging over 60,000 viewers, and at the 2023 Streamer Awards, he was crowned both the best gamer and breakout
Saw this
streamer
live
of
as
the
well.
year.
Oh my god, it's going
Because
back
the biggest streamer in the world
to recent
right
times
now
actually, not
is
even
a
that
guy
far
named
ago.
Jynxzi. And for a full year, he streamed on Twitch to an
640
average viewership
hours.
of
2.
2.
That's
It literally
insane.
just
I
started
don't know
as
how he
an
did that.
idea and a dream and a goal.
That's passion right
You're
there.
streaming like 7-8 hours a day for 5 people. Man.
November 2019.
That's crazy.
5 viewers. Every great thing that you will ever achieve is brick by brick, day by day, night by night. December 2019. 5 viewers. It started off 5 years ago. 5.
I'm pursuing a career and becoming a full-time Twitch streamer and YouTuber.
January 2020. 5 viewers. The amount of mother that'll tell you that you can't do something because they can't imagine themselves doing something. If you have a dream, you have to protect that dream every single day when you wake up, bro. You
Bro's fucking
cannot
passionate.
lose if you just don't give up.
Yes, sir.
Literally, bro.
I like that
the
shit.
The only way to lose is
Passionate.
to give up.
The crazy thing is why this all worked in the first place. A generation ago, streamers lived and died by the
What
games
the
they
hell?
played. If the game popped, so did they. But if
Tifu?
it faded, their careers went with it. Jynxzi flipped that script. Siege was already on life support when he started, so his growth was never tied to the popularity of the game.
Siege was on
The
life
path took
support is a
longer, but it
crazy
built a
statement.
foundation that wouldn't crack
And maybe
or
it
shrink
was,
too
but
long.
goddamn.
If you're the top guy on any stream, you are dealing with all of the bullshit.
However, success often comes at a cost. In just a few months, he went from a random kid on Twitch to the internet's main character, and that meant his personal life wasn't really his anymore. Relationship.
I remember that.
Suddenly, it was all being dissected by millions of strangers. What was once private became part of the content machine, whether he wanted it to or not. And even inside Siege, not everyone was happy with Jynxzi. Some of the OG players hated the new wave that he brought with him. They said his streams made the game less serious, that the culture was more about entertainment than strategy. The exact
Whoa.
energy that revived Siege also made Jynxzi a target within the game's most dedicated community. But that's the trade-off of internet fame. You work so hard to
Okay,
get
Jynxzi
everything
has to be
you wanted, only to realize
at
it
least a
comes
little
with
bit on the
everything
spectrum, I
you
feel
asked
like. But hey,
I've been thinking about
that got
doing
him
this
to
video for a
success,
very
right?
long time. I am retiring. I'm no longer going to be streaming.
No
posting
way.
YouTube videos,
When was
posting
this?
TikToks. I feel like I lost all my
I mean, clearly he's
love
still
for it
posting
and
today, so
passion
that's
for it.
fake.
And now it's like I just
Or
don't
maybe he
want to
took a
stream
temporary
anymore,
break. I
so,
don't know.
Thank you to all my supporters. And
He doesn't look
this has
real
been
though.
my-
He looks like he's
And for
joking.
Jynxzi, the only way through was the same way he started.
I feel like he'll be
He pushed-
sadder if that was real.
Psych!
Yep.
Times Jynxzi
I
is
fucking knew it.
Gone. Starting tomorrow, I'm streaming every night, 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. I'm back on my 5 hours. Let's get it. Let's go. Click the sub button. Click the like button. And let's do it for our mama and our little brother too.
He built his whole career on
Sup to
consistency,
Jynxzi.
on showing up no matter what, and now that mindset was the only thing holding it all together. He began branching out, pushing his content far beyond the walls of Rainbow Six Siege. Jynxzi hosted online dating shows, opened fan mail live on camera, and began IRL streaming with some of the biggest names on Twitch.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
This was actually the time period that I myself first became a fan of Jynxzi. In early 2024, those clips of mukbangs with Queso
I saw this live.
started flooding my TikTok feed.
Queso collab, sketch collabs.
Trying to find out what the metal taste is there.
And I'll admit, I can't stand the cringy, over-the-top screaming reactions by streamers. Except for this.
Alright, so he's cooked. Yep. I don't know how he picks his
That's
camera.
actually
What is his
pretty cool.
camera?
Anyways, this
I know
was
he
the
picks
first
it all the
time I saw
time, and
Jynxzi
like
be more of himself,
it's
and
still.
less of an internet
I did not
character.
like that.
These clips,
His camera's
especially the
invincible.
sketch, were hysterical and created trends far outside of the gaming community.
You're gonna need a frisbee to cover those.
What the?
These streams took Jynxzi to an all-new high, averaging nearly 100,000 viewers per stream and peaking at 229,525 concurrent viewers. For perspective, Twitch as a whole maintains an average of 2.6 million active users at any given time. Jynxzi
Damn.
alone had 10% of the entire platform watching his stream. To
That's
Jynxzi, this made it
crazy.
infinitely clear. His fans were watching for him, and no matter what he streamed, they'd be there.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, his
very
personality
much streaming
shines.
Performance was gone. Jynxzi really just streamed whatever he wanted to. He still streamed
10%
Rainbow, but there
of
was
all of
constantly new
Twitch?
additions, some that even go all the way back to the beginning of this journey.
How long have you been streaming, honestly?
Yeah.
when did you start?
I've never even said this, but like I was streaming when I was a freshman in high school. I was streaming when I was 15.
So I've streamed on 3 different accounts. I started off streaming Clash Royale.
Earlier this year, Jynxzi hopped back onto the Clash Royale grind, streaming more and more of the content.
Now
he
he's
used to
off,
stream
right?
To just an audience of 5. But this
How
time,
times
it
have
wasn't
changed.
the task of performing that was fueling the grind. The same game that lit the spark of his competitive drive was surging again in popularity, and it would be easy to chalk that up to timing or coincidence if the numbers weren't there. In June, 8 out of the 10 uploads on Jynxzi's channel were Clash Royale, with the game's player count jumping over 8.4 million in that exact same month. Whether he'll admit it or not, the moment he came back, the game itself seemed to wake up.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I posted Geometry Dash content on this channel because of Jynxzi. I also posted... No, that's it. Everything else was my own accord. Hey, I think he's playing Valorant now, which is kind of crazy because I didn't expect him to play Valorant. I think there was a clip going around before where he says he's never gonna play Valorant, but here he is playing Valorant. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Clash Royale. Overnight, a surge of 800,000 players jumped back into Clash of Clans, like it was almost a brand new release, and we were right there with them. But behind every stream, behind all the numbers and the noise, is the life that keeps him grounded.
You live with your parents, right?
Yeah, I live with like my mom, my brother, my cousin.
Off camera, it's not about winning or losing in a video game. It's about family and the quiet moments that never make the highlight reel. A steady support system.
Hey, keep your family number one, guys.
Beginning, reminding him who he is at the end of the day.
You don't know how much time you'll have left with them, so.
Life, like you can have like money.
What Jynxzi's doing here,
whatever, but at the end of the day,
awesome.
all that really matters is like the people you truly care about. So like, I have my whole life to go off and live by myself. I may as well spend as much time with my mom and dad.
Exactly,
The
preach.
success may look larger than life, but at its core, it's held together by simple, real-life anchors that fame can't touch. In today's world, it's almost
Felix
routine to watch
wavy in
creators
that
blow
clip.
up overnight, only to lose pieces of themselves along the way. The fame, the number, the pressure, it changes people. But Jynxzi never let those pieces slip away. He held onto them tightly. The laughter, the humility, the roots that shaped him, and more than anything, he
Bro, he loves blue. He keeps wearing blue,
His
like
dad.
blue tops.
I've nothing 18 years old and I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. My dad was the person who told me to just go for it, and he said you'd be good at it.
There's Jynxzi, there he is. See him, chat, right there. There's Junko.
That's
I created my
so
Twitch account
wholesome.
in 2019. I had one viewer for an entire year. That one viewer was my dad. He was in every stream, always hyping me up, and he never stopped believing in me. When you have somebody in your corner that's your dad and they believe in you from the jump, what else do you need? Call to my dad.
Aww.
Dad, I just hit 1 million.
No, I'm watching.
Oh, you're in?
Yep. Yeah. I'm so happy I can't feel my arms.
I can't even feel my arms.
I think the story that is Jynxzi
That's
is
wholesome as
heartbreaking,
fuck, man.
but in its own way, it's come full circle. From the late nights of streaming to a few viewers, to teachers saying he would never make it, to now living the exact way he's always dreamt of. He's always been one thing.
Okay.
Himself. And yeah, the sacrifices were real, but if you asked him today whether he'd do it all over again, I don't even think there'd be a pause. The answer would be simple.
W video, man. W fucking video. Alright, so that was a fun video. And we kind of saw, like, you know, the bits of, like, the happiness, the growth, the progression of Jynxzi's career. And so that made me wonder, like, were there any, like, controversies that I'm not aware of during his rise? And so this video is literally titled, oh, you guys can't see it because of my face cam, but it's called The Controversial Rise of Jynxzi. And so let's see what this video entails.
Jynxzi's journey on Twitch has been nothing short of unreal, from spending years only streaming to 5 viewers, to becoming the #1 streamer on Twitch seemingly out of nowhere. Jynxzi's antics on camera have earned him praise, infamy, and everything in between.
This is my world and you're just...
This is a classic clip.
However, Jynxzi's rapid rise to the top hasn't come without its fair share of controversy.
I'm getting called a view botter. Stick around, I'll get into that, you fucking idiot! 15K
Why is he always
bots.
shirtless?
Chat, yes, bro, I'm literally getting called a view botter, dude. I'm not even...
Accusations of viewbotting, stimulant use on stream, and being an
What?
iShow speed clone have all been leveled against Jynxzi, but are these claims valid? And if not, how on earth did he manage to dominate the streaming world so quickly? Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be uncovering the controversial rise of a modern streaming legend. Jynxzi, a streamer that seemingly defied all logic to climb the ranks on Twitch, even while playing a quote dead game. Jynxzi, real name Nicholas Stewart, began his Twitch journey around January 2000.
His name is Nicholas Stewart? That's such a white name. I don't know why I paused to say that.
Under the username iSweatGames, where he would play his favorite video game, Rainbow Six Siege. Throughout his first 6 months on Twitch, Jynxzi barely received 13 viewers, even on his most popular streams.
That's
only
crazy
averaging less
though.
than 5 viewers on a regular day. He even tried
That's
streaming
some
other more
inspirational,
popular games like
motivational
Fortnite
shit,
and
bro.
Apex Legends, with the hopes of boosting his numbers. But sadly, it didn't pan out well, as he'd only gained 1 or 2 followers at the time. Receiving poor engagement like that for several months would discourage anyone from further pursuing streaming, and even stop most from streaming entirely. However, that wasn't enough to stop 18-year-old Jynxzi from bringing his absolute best to every stream.
To your right, you fucking ass.
have been eliminated.
Big deer.
He's a fucking toddler in this clip. What the hell?
Unfortunately, being undiscovered in the streaming world wasn't Jynxzi's
That's
only
crazy.
disadvantage. Not only was his game of choice not a mainstream title, but Siege also faced several major issues, such as the developers lowering the skill gap, server-side bugs, and rampant cheating with aimbots. These problems led to a sharp decline in both Twitch viewership and play count for Siege, which resulted in a smaller pool of potential viewers for Jynxzi, with some players even speculating that the game was already dead. It only made sense for streamers that wanted to grow to jump ship to another game. Despite this, Jynxzi continued to play Siege religiously for the rest of 2019, and focused on being more of an entertaining personality instead of relying on a popular title.
What? He's using wall hacks
Oh my god,
on console.
he's completely bald in that clip.
Tendency to burst into
He's like an
incoherent
egg.
rage on stream gradually became a core component of his online persona. However, he didn't do this randomly for shock value. At its core, Siege is a tense tactical shooter game that requires a high degree of concentration, which generally would mean the average streamer isn't going to be as high energy during a stressful situation. However, this doesn't apply to Jynxzi, as he consistently lets his emotions run wild whenever he gets a kill or gets killed.
Bad aim, bruh.
Couple this with the fact that Jynxzi had been playing the game for over 2 years before joining Twitch, meant that viewers would be entertained regardless of how a round ended.
Literally bodied.
Oh my god, his face cam.
Where are you
You
going?
don't even see his face. That's like me when playing Valorant.
Where are you going? You're lost? Dollar Tree headset?
While Jynxzi was certainly doing his
Lots of
best
clip,
to be
Dollar Tree
engaging on
headset.
stream, he would need to find a more reliable way to attract viewers, since he was still only averaging 5 viewers and had less than 300 followers. Jynxzi might have been optimistic on camera, but he knew he had to try something completely different, because if not, his Twitch channel would continue to slowly stagnate and eventually die. By February 2020, Jynxzi would implement a simple but effective strategy to improve his follower count on Twitch, streaming for longer hours and going live every single day. While Jynxzi
Every
had maintained
day?
a somewhat frequent Twitch schedule in 2019,
Damn, that's tough as
he had
fuck.
several week-long gaps that impaired his growth. Now, Jynxzi was going live at a set time daily. He would have streams that lasted between 2 and 9 hours, playing nothing but Siege while giving viewers and other players his unfiltered opinions.
Yeah. Yeah.
No face cam this time. This must have been
70
super
HP
old.
After that? Okay, this guy just absorbed fucking shotgun to the nostril and he's like 70 HP.
At first, his new strategy only yielded marginal results, but as the weeks turned to months, Jynxzi's follower count went from 300 to 3,000. By the 30th of August 2020, Jynxzi would triple that figure and surpass 12,000 followers with an average viewership of 150.
I think COVID really helped then.
By being
It's 2020,
active
right?
for so long, Jynxzi had trained his viewers to tune in as frequently as possible to see more rage-fueled gameplay. Smaller creators are often advised to stream or upload consistently, which is a good rule to abide by. However, that's only half of the equation. In Jynxzi's case, he was building an audience by improving not just the frequency of his streams, but their length and quality. Interestingly, Jynxzi would use the second half of the year to experiment with other avenues to grow his viewer base, a move that would change his career forever. On the 15th of September 2020, Jynxzi uploaded his first Rage compilation 1, which introduced his bizarre freakouts to a brand new audience.
Just got wallbang.
He definitely has,
Chat, I'm sorry, I need to lock in. That is
or not has, but he definitely is on the
Repurposed
spectrum
rage clips
to
weren't the
some
only
degree.
thing that Jynxzi uploaded, as he created various gameplay tutorials and 1v1s with fans and fellow Siege players.
Jynxzi versus E2, man. I don't know why so many people want to see this. So, like, yeah, if you guys want to support the stream, consider subscribing. Cronky, thank you the Prime sub. Bro, I wish my face cam was working, but...
Oh, you did have face cam here, but
so
it didn't work.
basically, this kid man Zoph, basically, I got like literally hundreds of requests to 1v1 him. I don't know why. Like in one stream, I had hundreds of people request for this. So I'm all about giving the people what the people want.
Around this time, Jynxzi created a TikTok account where he posted similar rage clips to what was on his YouTube channel. Although his first...
Hey, speaking of TikTok, if you guys want to follow my TikTok as well, it's in my channel description. It's the same name as my YouTube account, so you guys want to see some clips? Clips can be a mix of rage, funny moments, actually like skillful plays. If you guys want to take a look, go give it a follow.
Was taken down for unknown reasons, it was around long enough to allow Jynxzi to reap the benefits of short-form content and establish a dedicated fan base on the platform.
This is the official TikTok of Jynxzi. My old one got taken down at 200,000 followers. So
Bro,
make
that
sure you drop a
sucks.
follow on
Why
here
did it get taken
for
down?
daily videos.
A detail that may seem inconsequential, but becomes important later, was that Jynxzi played exclusively on console, specifically Xbox. Since Siege is a cross-platform shooter, players who want to get an edge like pros and content creators generally gravitate to a mouse and keyboard, even if they're playing on a console. This meant that casual or intermediate players who couldn't use keyboards had almost no options regarding tutorials or reaching a higher level. However, Jynxzi didn't follow that trend, since he played with a controller for years. This
Bro did not play on that controller, there's no way.
Appealing as new viewers.
The controller's so
associated him
small.
with a stereotypical sweaty console player.
He did, he actually is playing with that, what the hell?
Market of console players and gave them exactly what they wanted. For the rest of 2020 and 2021, the positives of Jynxzi's consistent posting schedule became even more apparent, as his Twitch page reached over 200,000 followers, while averaging almost 500 viewers on each stream. Special events like his birthday marathon stream easily doubled that figure. Direct interactions with his viewer base was also on the rise, as Jynxzi would host 1v1s and ranked matches, as well as encouraging people to repost clips of his stream highlights.
Hey yo.
I am the one who knocks.
By 2022, the
Wait, he didn't show the rest of the clip.
content revolving around Jynxzi's wild antics.
He had to show the
captured
moon
attention of
and
the entire Rainbow Six
nothing
community,
else.
especially the game's developers, who would shout him out in a tweet and add an item into the game for him. The first 3 months of 2023 saw Jynxzi's online career grow to all-time highs in every metric possible, with 400,000 subscribers on YouTube, millions of followers on TikTok, and an outstanding 53,000 subs on Twitch. As a streamer, Jynxzi was in an extremely comfortable position, and other creators who achieved similar success opted to take things easy moving forward. However, Jynxzi's competitive nature would never allow for it, as he sought new ways to push himself and his career forwards. One such pattern forward was a direct challenge to the #1 Siege player in the world.
You versus me. Mano y mano. 1v1 tonight.
I actually don't know this guy.
You're the best PC champion.
I thought that #1 guy was Spoit.
Nobody cares. Find me on Oregon tonight.
I'm a casual, guys, don't judge.
You better be there. If you're not there, I'm taking that as a duck. You better be there.
To put into perspective how insane of a challenge this was, the Siege community viewed Jynxzi as an above-average console player, while Belu
Jynxzi
was a
1v1'd
keyboard and mouse
him.
legend with several pro tournament victories under his
And this guy's on keyboard and
Jynxzi
mouse?
was clearly the underdog, and all 40k viewers that tuned in on the 19th of March
Yeah, there's no way
2023
Jynxzi won
knew that
this.
fact, but
There's
they
no
still
way.
wanted to see if he could do the impossible.
I'm coming for the throne right now.
What the hell is his
coming for the
haircut?
throne right now. Bolo is scared. I know. I know. Hey, bro. I know.
The first round would go to Belu after Jynxzi failed to
Belu.
react fast enough when peeking around a corner.
Ooh.
However, Jynxzi made a striking comeback following a perfectly timed bomb detonation.
He's pick window. He's gotta be.
Sheesh. IQ.
Rounds 3 to 11 would see the pair trading blows, but never allowing the other to get ahead by more than one win, as the victor of each round
Damn, Jynxzi was that
decided in mere
close?
milliseconds.
Okay, to be fair, Jynxzi's really good, but
Better aim, bro.
By the 12th round, Jynxzi was at the edge of his seat.
the controller
pouring every
versus
ounce of skill and
keyboard and
focus
mouse,
into
and
the
Pilu
game.
is apparently number
But
one
would that be enough to grant him the win?
in the game. Come on, bruh.
That operator is so cringe. Why did I not?
Close, though, close.
Oh, GG's, bro.
Jynxzi had put up an excellent fight and performed better than 99% of console Siege players, but he unfortunately came up short. While he did lose the match, Jynxzi gained the respect of the entire Rainbow Six community and cemented his place as one of the greats. In the days that followed, clips from Jynxzi's match with Bilu would spread far beyond the Rainbow Six community and spill into the wider esports world. As a result, millions of people who wouldn't have
I just realized this whole video is about his controversial rise. I haven't seen any controversies yet. Am I tripping? Did I miss something? Where's the view botting? Where's the stimulant thing that I don't even know what that means. I only assume it's what most people think from the fucking image. Where's the controversy at, bruh? Did I get clickbaited? I might have gotten clickbaited. Hey, regardless, it's an entertaining video though, so.
Otherwise got a taste of his bizarre brand of gameplay, and many of them were immediately hooked. By the end of April 2023, Jynxzi had surpassed 1 million followers and averaged nearly 10k viewers per stream, as well as almost doubling his Twitch subs to over 80k, making him the #1 subbed streamer on Twitch. Looking at Jynxzi now, many would assume he blew up out of nowhere, but in reality, he'd been laying the groundwork for his success for over 5 years.
That's
most of
crazy.
which saw little to no growth.
Exactly,
Jynxzi had
bro.
overcome countless days of unseen effort and finally got the chance to live a life he could only ever dream of.
Bro, I started streaming when I was 17 years old. I'm about to turn 22 in like a month, 2 months.
He's 22, or I guess when this video came out, he was 22.
The amount
God
of
damn.
motherfuckers that'll tell you that you can't do something
He's a
because they can't
multi-millionaire
imagine
before
themselves
he's
doing something.
30.
Bro, do not let anyone tell you shit, bro. Do not let anyone tell you anything, bro.
Motivational shit.
You can literally do whatever the fuck you want.
Despite the overwhelming success,
Well, not
Jynxzi didn't get
anything you
lazy,
want, right?
as
There's
he continued
limits,
to
right? You can't, like,
stream
commit a
and post
crime.
daily for the rest of 2023, achieving millions of followers on TikTok, YouTube, and Twitch. Jynxzi, being the largest Siege creator, naturally made him the face of the game. However, that recognition came with a few drawbacks. At the start of 2024, various members of the Siege community would accuse him of promoting toxicity, as many of his younger viewers emulated his less than
Are the
admirable traits,
controversies
with
starting now?
post-rating took a couple months off from playing, and so far, the Jynxzi clones are the worst thing to happen. When I came back, I started
I mean, but
seeing a
like
bunch of people with
every
Jynxzi
popular shooter game is toxic though, right? Like you can't really stop that. Or you can't even blame Jynxzi just for this, because I feel like it already existed before it got popular. Like if you take a look at like League and like Valorant and COD and whatever, all these games, right? It's already toxic. I don't know. I don't think this is valid.
games, and they always have the worst attitudes and are super unhelpful to the team, as well as Jynxzi ruined Siege. Yes, he pretty much single-handedly revived the game, but now it's basically unplayable. Then there were accusations of Jynxzi being an iShow Speed clone.
Okay, this was a joke.
It's just this like new.
The Simon calling Jynxzi a speed clone, come on.
People calling me a speed clone, bro. I am nothing like Speed, bro. I am literally nothing like Speed. Oh wow, we both yelled. Shut the fuck up!
Y'all both are on the spectrum. Okay, you know, let me stop that.
The instance of Jynxzi's success being called into question, as Trainwreck would allude to him using bots to boost his viewership.
Who would you say is like the #1 botter, like that gets away with botting OD? Like niggas with bots.
Here's what I can say. Of the top 100 on Twitch, 75 are botting.
Who's the #1 botter though?
I know who you guys want me to say, but that's not the #1 botter. The #1 botter is on Twitch that are botting massively and making a lot of money from it.
And by massively, is this more than 20,000, 50,000? How big are we talking?
I'd say minimum between 10 and 20,000 bots.
While there's no definitive way to prove the...
I guess unless you go to the actual VOD and like you see what the chat is saying. He'd even say Jynxzi's name, right? Didn't even count. I don't know. Why am I defending this guy? I'm literally unbiased and I'm okay, you know what? Let's just continue the reaction.
As true or false,
Reacting.
Looking back on Jynxzi's path to fame, he was motivated more by the sheer joy of being a creator rather than the potential success that came along with it.
I feel like most people, especially nowadays, when they get into streaming or YouTube or anything, their first goal is to make money on it, but you did it because you were passionate about it, and that's how every great thing starts. But like the idea of just like like, I didn't want to be like, obviously like rich from gaming. It was just like, dude, if I could make $1,000 a month streaming, bro, when I got my first Twitch check,
Bro, I'll be happy with that.
Let's go.
Currently, Jynxzi still
I'll be
keeps to his
ecstatic
daily
about that.
streams, but has branched out into other endeavors like the Jynxzi podcast, which features several large streamers and YouTubers. In spite of the simple formula behind his content, Jynxzi still tries to find fresh ways to keep things new. And with his over-the-top personality, it's unlikely he'll ever stop doing that. While there are many aspects to the strategy that got Jynxzi to where he is now, his journey was fueled by genuine excitement, enthusiasm, and a passion for what he was creating. It would have been impossible for Jynxzi to be so hyper on stream for several hours across multiple weeks if he didn't love what he was doing. It was Jynxzi's love for his craft that pushed him to go live daily to only 5 viewers. And it was that same love that kept him from becoming complacent when he reached the top of Twitch. Even now, he still strives to be the greatest version of himself. And no other point illustrates this better than winning his rematch against Siege's #1 player.
Wait, what? Actually? He won? Ain't no way he won.
Let's go! Oh my god!
He's not #1.
Viewers can subconsciously
He is not
notice when a
#1.
creator doesn't genuinely care about what they create, and it manifests in low engagement and negative feedback. However, once the audience knows you care about your content, they start to care too, and over time, that's what builds a loyal fan base. There's no guarantee that Jynxzi will continue the path he's on, but for now, he is still the same sweaty console player that he's always been, and that's what makes him great.
Okay, so I watched the whole video. Not many controversies at all. And the controversies that were mentioned here are, I don't think they're valid. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about this video, about some of the things that were mentioned. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Jynxzi, obviously a legend in the game, still going crazy right now. He's still #1. That was some inspirational shit, bro. Not gonna lie, that was some inspirational shit. Hopefully I can get my channel to 1 million followers, 1 million subs after doing it for 5 years, if I ever get that far. All right, cool. See you guys in the next one. Peace.